What's good, everybody?
Let me make sure.
Yeah, we're gonna do a quick sound check since we're freaking live.
Woo! We've had some issues with the sounds lately. Hello.
Yeah.
Good?
Good
Okay.
to go.
Cool.
Over on TikTok. Hello. Hey, Sophie.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Sophie. Thank you for the likes.
Hope you're doing well, my friend. Happy Saturday. One of the best days of the year. This Saturday specifically.
Because it's Money in the Bank?
Because it's Money in the Bank.
Woo!
And we get the added bonus of our very first AAA event, Worlds Collide.
Yeah, it's a very big wrestling day today. We've got a lot to do and a lot to cover. But first, welcome to pre-per-view, guys.
It's our WWE-centric live stream. We do it every month right before any big PLE. And we're excited because today we've got, like you mentioned, we have a whole lot to cover.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry you guys can see my hanger in that one tampon. My bad. It's not used.
Sophie says, Money in the Bank is my favorite PLE.
I can understand why.
I can understand why. We were just talking about this not too long ago, where it's like I always get excited right after WrestleMania because I know we're heading directly into Money in the Bank season. And Money in the Bank season is always, for me, as well as you, I assume, it's always so exciting. There's like so many possibilities with it.
I just like seeing ladder matches.
Yeah.
And I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll get like fucking Sprite sponsored ladders or some shit. They'll be bright green, and we'll see a bunch of ladder matches going forward. But
some Topo Chico ladders.
But yeah, I totally get why Money in the Bank would be your favorite because it is up there for us too. And me personally, I like the theme song. Money.
I
like that.
I'm one of those people. I'm like this with every big event. I'm never super bummed or take it personally when my prediction doesn't happen or when my favorite anyone doesn't win.
Yeah. Because
I do tend to just like, let's see where this goes.
Yeah. And
sometimes the storyline doesn't go anywhere or sometimes it's not very good. But generally speaking, I'm pretty go with the flow in general. Because also sometimes I like even when they lose, they come out a bigger star than they were. Yeah. LA Knight, Chelsea Green, Jey Uso, prime examples of people who didn't win their Money in the Bank that you thought they were going to win or should have won. And look at them now.
Right.
So,
and I also think we'll get into this more later. Hi, Chewy.
Chewy.
Thank you for the likes. But I do feel like this, especially the women's match, like I genuinely don't know who's going to win.
Right.
And that's what's so fun about Money in the Bank is that for a lot of people, it's almost like a storyline refresh. Like this is the beginning of new stuff for people going forward. So it's always very interesting to see. And it's like obviously one of the more important PLEs because there's this opportunity that you get out of it that literally sets up your story for maybe until next WrestleMania.
Right.
So anyway, but firstly, we're going to go over the card for Worlds Collide briefly because like John said, we've never seen a AAA event before.
Briefcasely for Money in the Bank.
Right. And then this is Worlds Collide. So there's no briefcases here that I know of. So for both of us, it's going to be first impressions of a lot of these new lucha wrestlers. New to us. Yeah. New to us. So we can't really, because of that, we can't really like accurately, not to say that our predictions are usually accurate, but we can't really predict what's going to happen because I don't know any of these people and I don't know what's going on in their own promotion storyline wise and what makes sense and what doesn't. So we'll comment on it briefly, but it would be a disservice to not mention Worlds Collide. Are you okay?
Yeah, I had something in my eye.
He has cow eyelashes, not in a bad way, like really long, beautiful eyelashes completely wasted on him. Anyway, and I think they got into your eyeball.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on. But also, speaking of, you said not knowing.
Oh my God. Speaking of cows. Bustelo just busted in.
You said not knowing storylines. Y'all, I had to like go back and rewatch certain segments from SmackDown on social media.
Oh, buddy.
Your boy was falling asleep. The show had started and I was falling asleep.
Yeah.
So I was
really locked in for Stephanie Vaquer's match, and That's pretty much
I
it.
used up all the rest I had for Stephanie Vaquera's match.
Asleep for everything else. Well, I'm glad that you went back and circled back to figure out what you had missed.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Listen, summer camp life is real. Sorry.
Bustelo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a looming threat under the table. He might bite your toes.
Yeah, he might. He just screamed at me because I kicked him. I didn't kick him hard. He scared me. I went, psh.
Anyway, so I say let's just get into it because we have so much to cover, although the Money in the Bank card is pretty small because there's 4 matches. But let's get right into it. Apologies in advance for any of my pronunciation errors. Jesus, because there might be some.
If you have predictions that you want to share, thoughts you want to share while we're going through any of the cards, especially in Worlds Collide, if there's something you're super excited about, please drop it in the chat. Let us know. Let's talk about it. Tell us what we should be excited for, especially with Worlds Collide.
Yeah, we're coming into this fresh.
Let's do it.
All right. First, we have a 6-man tag team match. We have LWO, so Joaquin Wilde, Cruz del Toro, and Dragon Lee versus Octagon Jr. I don't know how to say that in Spanish.
I can't see the names.
Aerostar, and Mr. Iguana, who I believe might be my favorite wrestler to come out of this entire it's not a PLE event tonight. Because what do you mean, Mr. Iguana?
I think he comes out with an iguana.
I think he comes out with an iguana. He's painted like an iguana and his tongue is out. And I love that, quite frankly. I'm learning that a lot of the lucha names are like fun or different. Like the formatting of, oh my God.
What?
Bustelo's big ass.
Oh my God.
Sorry, guys, for Bustelo's big ass in your face. He wants to jump up on the thing. Let me do that because it's going to feel like a seismic event. Yes, okay.
He heard Stephanie Vaquera's name and said, let me show you my best.
I know a thing or two. That's how Bustelo talks. Anyway.
Go ahead.
Anyway, I was just going to say, yeah, this is a 6-man tag team match. This is one of the ones that I'm most excited for just because I know how good LWO is, and especially Dragon Lee. I love watching Dragon Lee perform, so I'm really excited to see what this is going to be.
Boy.
Bustelo. He was
I have a question.
Full.
Are we sure Joaquin Wilde's still in this match?
I got this information from WWE's website this morning.
Because I know
think he's fine. He did get knocked out cold on, what was that?
Monday Night Raw? A main event show. So it was like a dark match.
Was that last weekend?
But no, before Monday Night Raw. So they'll film the dark matches for main event.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Saturday night's main event.
Okay, I got confused.
And WWE Speed, they'll film those prior to.
Was it Speed?
Well, they were filming both of those. I think it was for a main event match though.
Okay.
I mean, either way, he got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, he did get knocked out cold. But he posted something to say that he was fine. So I assume he's still in this match. I don't know how that works. Because, hey guys, if you get knocked unconscious, does that automatically mean you have a concussion? Or no? I would assume that it would. But maybe it doesn't. Maybe he's fine. I don't know. As of this morning on WWE's website, this is the lineup.
All right.
I'm just here for the Lola and Stephanie match, but overall the show will be good. You know what? No, that's not true. I am looking for, I don't know, Stephanie Vaquera is so new to me, but I mean, we have one women's match for Worlds Collide, so naturally I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, we're going to talk about that one third, so stick around for that. Do you have anything else to add to this match?
I mean, I love LWO. I do wish they had such a moment when they first debuted.
Yeah.
They had such a moment and squandered like most Latin talents in WWE. Sorry. No shade, no shade. No, all shade. And but they're still always really fun to watch. We even saw an LWO match prior to Saturday night's main event, prior to the televised event, I should say. And they're always fun to watch. So I'm glad they're getting some shine, and they're going to get to do some crazy shit in this sort of. And that's, I think, what we're looking forward to the most.
Crazy
is just,
shit, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm super excited. You want me to read the next one?
Yeah, sure, if you want to, because I'll struggle through it.
All right, so for the next match that we have lined up here, we've got Legado del Fantasma versus El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr.
I love that.
Pagano and No Spanish here. You want to tell them who this next person is?
Psycho Clown.
Psycho Clown.
That, like, fucking insane clown posse-esque. Like, that's really fun, though.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh.
Sorry, you said insane clown posse. Shout out to the Juggalos.
All our Juggalo fans out there.
They're not hurting anybody.
This one, okay. Again, I don't know anybody on the AAA side. Oh my God. Hi, Taekwon. Sorry. Now I'm hearing the chats. I switched it to mine. Hi, Taekwon. You didn't forget about us. Don't lie. You were just here like
a week
last
ago.
week. Yeah. But like Legado del Fantasma is honestly like some of my favorite people to watch on the rare occasion that they're on TV.
Right.
I love them.
She loves specifically 2 of them, and out of those 2 of them, she specifically really loves one of them.
Mi esposo.
Berto.
Sí.
Big
Yeah.
Berto fan, this one.
Yeah. And you would too.
Hey, look, they're all really good-looking guys.
Yeah.
But Berto, I get it.
Why?
Because he's a good-looking dude.
Yeah. I see a little of you in him. You guys have similar eyes and eyebrows. Okay. Not when you do that. Anyway. Oh, Taekwon thinks Legado is losing. Oh, how many matches? Just one. We talked about the LWO match. And
yeah, we're not really. I mean, yeah. Please put your predictions in. We don't know nearly enough about the AAA folks to make an accurate prediction, so we're just kind of running through the card before we talk about Money in the Bank and make those predictions there.
Yeah. So okay, Taekwon thinks that Legado is losing. That's pretty on par for most of what they do recently. So maybe either way. You know what? I don't care. I don't care if they lose.
One quick prediction we could make here: Do we think maybe Berto makes the official face turn here?
You think he's going to be the face? I guess.
Well, they've been teasing Berto leaving Legado for like a hot minute now.
Yeah.
Do we think we
This
maybe
is it?
see
Maybe.
LWO is winning their match?
Okay.
Okay.
Voting against Mr. Iguana. Old.
Julie says Happy Pride Month. Happy
Happy
Pride
Pride.
indeed.
Happy Pride, everybody. Oh, I should have worn something. I don't know if I have anything rainbow, but I should have taken a peeky poo.
I'm sure we do somewhere. But
somewhere. I have to.
You know where it is? In here.
Right here.
Mi corazón.
Or in this rainbow heart.
No, absolutely.
Oh,
Happy Pride
come on.
this month and every month.
Yeah. Truly. Anyway. Marcelo's being so cute and you guys can't even fucking see it. Oh my god.
Oh, look at you thinking Berto has a future.
Please. We have a future together. I think if he had the opportunity, he could. I don't know, because they're such a tag team, I don't know how long splitting them up will work for. But
out of the 2 of them, they've been giving him more of the solo matches.
Yeah,
so
I
I
agree.
think they see something. I mean, and this could just be wishful thinking, but I do think they might see something in him to potentially have a singles run.
Yeah.
Now, you know, whether that's true or not, who knows? It's anyone's guess. But we'll see.
yeah.
You know, I think people aren't as, in general, people aren't as connected to Los Garzas as they are somewhere in like the Street Profits, because I know people have been wanting a Montez Ford solo run for a long time, but people love the Street Profits as the Street Profits, so I think they're kind of in a catch-22. But I think people aren't as connected to the Garzas, so...
Well, because one, they're not featured enough for their talent level.
Hey, Caroline from the FYP.
Hi.
Glad you're here. Welcome.
But also, like, they change their names every 3 months, either individually or as a team.
Tattoo placement.
The tattoos appear and disappear. So it's just like, I don't know, it just feels really unfocused. So people can't get attached because then they'll change their name or their gimmick entirely. I don't know, but I like them. Sue me. And I'm really excited to see the match because I know it's gonna be fun.
I'm ready. So I see Taekwon's comment. We'll get to that in a second. I see Caroline here. She said, excuse me.
Whoa.
I'm ready for AEW All In Texas. I have floor seats. That's crazy. Cool. I hear that's going to be a huge show. So we're not generally AEW people. We're not one of those people that talks down on them. I respect what they do. Just there's so much wrestling in the world.
We have to focus
There's a lot to watch. But I do try to keep up with as much as I can, just on social media and whatnot. I am very interested in the Toni Storm Mercedes Money match. I love what Toni Storm is doing over there. So yeah, so that's cool. That's awesome. I hope I watch both. That's awesome.
That must be your whole week.
I know that's a full-time job. I gotta pick and choose what we're watching. But that's awesome. I hope you have a great time. I hope to see some content coming out of there from you.
Yeah.
I saw Chrissy was in the viewers. Hello, Chrissy. Taekwon says Berto's gonna be on speed in 2 weeks. Hey, listen, we have a great speed champion right now.
Who is it?
El Grande Americano.
Oh my God. And you see, I didn't even know who it was. I don't pay attention to speed.
I agree. Legato is getting fucked by their booking. Yeah, I think so.
The more I look at. Sorry.
You scared your comments.
Apologies. Okay. Whatever. Is it because I'm wearing a Tequamanon Falls shirt from Michigan? Damn it.
Anyway.
I like how AEW has cheaper pay-per-views.
Like to attend?
I assume.
I assume so. Yeah.
I mean, WWE. There's a whole
thing
going on with WWE and their greed.
I hope Cody wins tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. That's tonight. Cody has a match tonight.
Yeah. Which we'll get to at the very end of this stream.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about Money in the Bank as soon as we're done talking about Worlds Collide.
Yeah. So okay, let's move on to the next match for Worlds Collide, which is John's most anticipated match. We have Stephanie Vaquer and Lola Vice versus Dalys and Chick Tormenta.
Chick Tormenta.
Chick?
That's how I would say it.
Chick Tormenta.
That's what I meant. Yeah, no, I got you. I see what you mean, Caroline. No worries. I listen. You know who's gonna win this match?
John.
Me.
He loves Lola Vice and Stephanie Vaquer.
I might pass out.
I know you might not even watch it.
I might not even see the match.
He has to hydrate before this one.
Chewy says this is the match I truly only care about. And that's fine.
Stephanie Vaquer, can we talk about? She was on fucking SmackDown last night. She's at Worlds Collide today. She's at Money in the Bank today.
So I talked about this on TikTok a little bit when I sort of did a recap on Raw. The way like they're hyping up Stephanie's move to the main roster is pretty crazy. Like they gave her this whole video package before she even. I mean, she's been on Raw a few times over the last month or so.
Yeah.
So you already knew like they were gonna. She showed up as double champ. Yeah. So you knew they put her first match on Raw was with Io Sky. Like, you knew they were kind of making her a big deal there. They gave her this whole video package, really hyping her up. They've had her on both main roster shows. They have her on both PLEs today. So they're really investing in Stephanie Vaquer, and I couldn't be more thankful.
It's refreshing to see them bring someone over and actually push them. I feel like all three, we'll talk about it later for the women's Money in the Bank match, but the three people they brought up from NXT, the three women they brought up from NXT are actually like immediately getting booked and seen and in these big PLEs as I think it should be. Yeah. Instead of just letting them come up and wither away.
And they're putting them in big spots. So like you have Stephanie, who they kind of already teased her with Rhea Ripley. They have her in Money in the Bank, like you mentioned. Roxanne Perez, they're already immediately throwing her in a Judgment Day storyline, which, whether you like Judgment Day or not, or their storylines or not, they're on every single week. Yeah. And they're pretty major players on Raw. Because it looks like they're setting her and Liv Morgan up against one another. And then you have Julia, who I think is going to inject some much needed life into the women's United States championship scene. As much as I love Zelina Vega, I love Chelsea Green, I love the Secret Hervis, but this is one where, again, I'm generally go with the flow. I think they've run the course of the Secret Hervis, Zelina Vega beef.
Yeah.
So I think injecting Julia in there is some much needed life.
Yeah, I agree.
So I agree. I love that we're gonna have a cool little moment of like 3 veterans versus 3 newcomers at the women's Money in the Bank match. And you know what? Just like every year, the women's Money in the Bank match is probably gonna crush it. Anyway, we're not talking about that yet.
We're not talking about that one yet, but
I am excited for this match.
Yes.
For many reasons.
all right. I don't have anything else to add to that. So should we move along?
Sure.
All right. Next we have Ethan Page versus Javon Evans versus Ray Phoenix versus Laredo Kid in a fatal 4-way match for the NXT North American title. It's nice to see that there's some titles on the line for this.
Yeah.
What do you call it? If it's not, it's not a PLE.
Well, I think it technically is still a PLE.
It's on YouTube.
I think it's because it's international.
You don't have to pay to view it. Premium live event. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay.
I don't like that you try to cheapen this one.
No,
what about it makes it cheaper?
No, because it's free to watch. I'm just trying to say I don't know what to refer to it as, and I don't want to say the event.
You're not cops. Don't
say PLE. I don't know Taekwon, what would you call Worlds Collide? Show? That doesn't feel right. I feel persecuted against. I feel villainized.
Anyway. I agree. I think Ethan Page retains. I think this is going to be a crazy match, though. I think they're all going to be pretty crazy, but I think this one in particular.
Because Javon Evans, the very few times that I've seen him, I'm terrified because he does a bunch of crazy shit and he's a beanpole. He's going to crack his legs.
Beanpole?
He's thin. He's not dangly. What am I thinking of? Gangly.
Scrawny.
He's a little scrawny.
I would never say it to his face.
Why? He's scrawny.
Because he'd walk away, and then I'd be walking away, and then he'd like
jump over me
into like an RKO. Like,
yeah, and not like flip over
like
you. He would jump full extension. He would just be on top, and then he wouldn't even bend his knees, and he'd be over you.
That's like calling your PlayStation controller DualShock. I don't know. That doesn't.
Do people say? Oh, when you say PPV, you mean pay-per-view? Because no one's going around saying PPV, right? That's heinous. Event, like a normal person. Okay.
I don't think we're the only ones calling it PLEs.
I don't think so. PLE is easier to say than pay-per-view. I will say that. Even though, again, this whole stream title was named before they changed the name to PLE.
Yeah.
Which was very unfortunate.
Yeah, but we like the title, so that's why we kept it so long.
Yeah. PLE is still cop behavior. Jesus Christ. Okay.
You're a cop.
You know what? You're a cop.
You're a cop and an op, my friend.
All cops are ops. All cops are ops. Okay. Do you have anything else to add?
Nope. Looking forward to it.
Okay. Me too. And lastly, for Worlds Collide, we have Chad Gable versus
El Hijo del Vikingo.
El Hijo del Vikingo. And I nailed that. For the AAA Mega Championship. I love the idea of a championship being called Mega. That's fun to me.
So the WWE.
Hi, Wolfie.
WWE. Hello, Wolfie. Has the chance to piss everyone off. We're gonna talk about big what ifs. What if Chad Gable wins this match? What if the man who WWE has put in this insane storyline? Keep in mind, I actually do enjoy the storyline. I enjoy everything they're doing with Chad Gable.
Me too.
Whatever. What if Gable becomes the match?
Oh my god.
What if this man who's been beefing with luchadors wins this coveted lucha title? That'd be fucking wild.
That would be crazy, but also
God. Make WWE great again.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, listen, I don't know what the hell they're doing up there, but I'm just gonna try and enjoy what I possibly can.
Yeah.
But then that leads us into what might happen in the men's Money in the Bank match, which we'll talk about soon in our big what if scenario.
Yes.
Because if Chad Gable ends up winning the day.
Yeah.
Man, people are going to freak the fuck out.
Priscilla got his hair everywhere. But yeah, I agree. We have although the internet would, if a white man takes this AAA mega championship, and the internet would not have fun with that. And not just because he's a white man, because of what his character is, both of his characters in the WWE. People would be livid.
You know, that would serve them right for not putting Dirty Dom in the Worlds Collide event.
Why isn't Dirty Dom there?
We have one working Mysterio right now. Why wouldn't you put him there?
Seems like a missed opportunity.
Bullshit.
Maybe he'll be in the audience or something.
Chewy said before, he wants Roxanne versus Liv. Winner takes home Daddy Dom.
I mean, but also it's like, I've seen this play before.
Right.
We lived through it.
Through it? Anyway, very much looking forward to our very first AAA event.
Yes.
Not PLE event. Yeah, I think it's going to be fun. And I'm just looking forward to just learning more about all these folks. Who knows? I might try and tune into more of their stuff.
Yeah. Thank you for the follow, Wolfie, over on Twitch. Very kind of you.
Appreciate you, fam. All right. Well, I think let's hop right into Money in the Bank.
Whee! All right. So these, again, I should have said it in the beginning, are in no particular order, just the order that WWE has on their website. So don't come at me later if this isn't the right order. But let's start with the Women's Intercontinental Championship match. We have Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch again.
Part 3?
I don't even know.
2? 3?
Anyway. Taekwon says Becky's winning. Interesting.
I gotta agree. I think Becky's taking. Yep. I think Becky's taking it home.
Oh, well, okay. Consensus. Well, I don't.
The stipulation.
I don't know either way.
It. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
What's the stipulation?
About her like raising. Was it just her raising her arm?
Oh, she has to raise her arm. Yeah. And if Lyra wins, Becky can't challenge for it again. Okay, gotcha. I'm remembering.
There's a couple things I think could happen, but I think Becky's winning. I think I think Bayley's returning tonight.
Oh. Okay.
I hope. But I think Bayley's returning tonight, and I think she and Becky are gonna start a program with one another.
How fancy.
Which I think is good. I think that would be a good. I don't know that we've ever had. Have we had a babyface Bayley versus a heel Becky before?
That's Taekwon's area of expertise.
Chewy says, I'm trying to figure out why they didn't have Raquel in this event. Yeah, I don't know.
Which event?
I mean, they can't fit everybody.
Money in the Bank or?
I'm guessing Worlds Collide.
Oh.
I pick Lyra. Bayley comes out and helps Lyra win.
Okay. I can see that happening. Or coming out at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think Bayley returns, but I think but I'm going Becky winning. I think we did.
Oh, we did have heel Becky.
Oh, okay.
Babyface.
Oh, someone said NXT. Yeah, that would probably make okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense actually. Okay. But anyway, it's been a long time. I'm excited. I'm excited for this match. I think I like Lyra's matches. I think she's always really good in them.
I think I forget.
Yeah.
Until I see her again, because she looks so much like Miranda Cosgrove that I'm just like, yeah. And then she starts doing it, and I'm like, oh, well, hell yeah.
Right.
Look at her go.
And I think I like that Becky's been like just pulling out the best of Lyra on the mic.
Yeah.
Because I think Lyra's promos have been pretty on point too lately.
I agree.
So I'm mixed because I know I've seen some people that are like, well, it's too soon to take the title off of Lyra, but I'm like, Lyra's been the champ for
a while
now. We just don't ever see her.
Yeah.
And the few times we did, it was like her most popular stuff was without the IC championship on the line. So, Yeah, I think this, again, breathing life into these mid-card women scenes.
Yeah.
With top stars. I mean, I know it kind of defeats the purpose, but you're adding some validity to it, creating new stars. So, yeah, I think it's the way to go, personally.
Agreed.
Anyway. So, I got Becky.
You know, just to be different, I'll be Lyra.
Wow.
I'll be Lyra, you be Becky. We'll see who wins.
We'll freaking see who wins. All right, let's do it.
All right. So next, let's talk about, we're going from a women's match to a women's match. Guys, 3 women's matches today. That's not bad.
What is this, Evolution?
Half of the Money in the Bank matches are women's matches.
As it should be.
Whoa, crazy. As it never fucking is.
As it never is, but as it should be.
Anyway, speaking of crazy women's matches, let's talk about the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Like John said, the women's Money in the Bank ladder matches almost always eat.
Ever since we've been watching.
And I think they haven't been doing them for very long.
No.
So this year in the mix, we have Stephanie Vaquer pulling double duty. Damn. A triple duty, basically. Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez, Naomi, Rhea Ripley, and Julia. And like I mentioned earlier, I don't know who's going to win. Like, it could literally be anyone.
Right.
Except maybe Julia.
Can I say I'm gonna go even crazier, Kendra. I don't think Rhea's winning this match.
I
don't think Rhea Ripley's winning this match.
I don't think Rhea Ripley's winning the match. I don't think Alexa Bliss is winning the match. I don't think Julia's winning the match.
Interesting.
I could see Naomi winning.
I think this is Naomi's match.
I would love if Naomi got to win.
Yeah. The first one was in 2017. Oh, wow. So yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Less than 10 years of women's Money in the Bank matches. That's crazy.
Miss Money in the Bank Naomi. Chewy agrees.
Yep.
Taekwon agrees.
Yeah.
I think we're all team Naomi.
I also think I feel like this is a character change that everyone has pretty much been like really on board with.
Yeah.
And also just Naomi is just so great. She's just so great at everything she does. Yeah, I think this is her match. I think it'll be incredibly fun. I think we're going to see some crazy shit, especially from those
little ones.
NXT call-ups.
I said the little ones. I meant like Roxanne and
no, I know what you meant. Remember that one Money in the Bank where Alexa Bliss was in and she just tried to summon down the briefcase?
Careful. Yeah.
My hand was
Hey everyone, that's what his hand was doing. Yeah. Don't worry about it. But yeah, that was crazy. Like, and for a second I was like, because we hadn't dabbled into mystical power territory in our run of watching WWE, so I was like, are we doing this? Like, I thought maybe that they were gonna start shaking and fall down and shit.
And then they just stacked a bunch of ladders on her.
And I think she was out the rest of the match. Like, she didn't get back in. That was fun.
Oh man, he who shall not be named booked some wild shit sometimes. But yeah.
If Naomi doesn't win, we riot. Says Chewy. Says Chewy, not me. United States government.
I do think it's a bit soon. As much as they're pushing some of these NXT call-ups, I think it's a bit soon for them to win. Rhea, I hate saying this about anybody. Rhea, in this instance, I don't think needs it. If she won it, I'd be happy. I'd be fine.
I'd be fine with any of that. I wouldn't be mad if whoever won out of this.
But here's the thing. Rhea's already the biggest women's superstar in WWE. Like, she's the most popular. Anytime she's anywhere, she gets, even just walking on screen, she gets the biggest pop of the night. So, like, she will be fine if she does not win.
Yeah.
I already think she's probably going to be one of the main, maybe in the main event of Evolution next month. Like, I don't think that's...
I'm so excited for Evolution, guys.
Yeah.
Evolution pre-preview. It's just going to be me.
It'll just be...
it's me talking.
I won't be welcome. No. So excited for Evolution. I wouldn't be surprised if she's already going to be in the main event. Yeah. I saw someone, maybe Richie Mars, was saying that she would win and issue a challenge, kind of like John Cena did for the ECW event way back in the day. Where he challenged them. He used his briefcase to get a match with RVD at the ECW One Night Only thing, where he got booed out of the building. So I saw that, and I was like, yeah, I guess he could do that, but, you know?
Apparently, it was reversed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Challenged Cena.
My apologies. It was I knew the two of them were involved. So RVD won the Money in the Bank.
Taekwon is our wrestling historian.
Yeah.
And he does fact check us live and rudely.
Matt, hey Matt, the pain of living near the Intuit Dome and having no tickets. You know what you're gonna have to do. You go to the merch stand that's probably outside, buy a Money in the Bank briefcase, and you cash in on someone with tickets right then and there.
Challenge them. They legally have to accept. Pick a family. Take all their tickets.
Buy a freaking briefcase.
Bring a printout contract.
Yep.
Because you don't want to be caught unawares.
Matt, that's a bet. Imagine
that would actually be really
go with
fun.
your fucking family. And someone tries to cash in on you for your tickets.
That would actually be really funny. I hope someone in line, like, as a bit, tries to do that. Like that lady who walks around pretending to be HR for the Empire at conventions. I would love if someone walked around with a briefcase just trying to cash in on people for items on their person.
Matt,
you have a really good opportunity.
You're going to do three things right now. You're going to follow this account.
Oh my God.
Then you're going to create your own persona where you go around to WWE live events and you try to cash in on people in line. And that's your whole social media bit.
It's actually really funny. You're welcome for that one. We need 10% of whatever commish you get.
Yep.
That's a good idea. But no, you know what? Just think about all the money that you saved. Treat yourself to a good dinner, to eat while you watch it on TV, because I know those tickets are probably fucking expensive.
Right. But I hear you.
Yeah. They're around us so much, and we frequently can't go.
Yeah.
Or frequently what happens is I'm like, oh man, we can't afford to get these tickets, and then someone buys them anyway.
Right. Appreciate you, Matt. Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Step one check.
But yeah, so we've gone to a few events, but there's definitely more that we've missed than have actually attended. Yeah.
Or when they're like in the southeastern region, and we're like, man, we could drive.
Right. I think Bad Blood was one where we're like,
because that was Atlanta. We were like, oh man,
that'd be cool. But
yeah, still like a 10-hour drive or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
it's expensive.
And it's expensive.
Anyway, so overall, I'm gonna go Naomi. I think we're gonna see some. I think Julia and Roxanne and Alexa are gonna be the ones that give us the craziest spots. I'm going to say probably Julia and Roxanne.
I don't know Julia like that. So I didn't know is she out here doing some crazy shit? I have no clue.
I don't know.
But we'll see. I'm excited to see more of Julia now that she's on the...
I don't know. Rhea Ripley also does some...
Rhea Ripley sometimes does some shit, and I'm like,
I missed that reversal, that reverse DDT.
That was fucking
Roxanne
crazy.
hit yesterday. I missed it live, but then I saw it on social media, and I was like, "What the fuck was that?"
She bent in a way that body shouldn't bend. It was really cool.
So anyway,
oh my God,
Taekwon, we can't do that for every time she doesn't know someone. Anyway, so yeah, but I'm going Naomi. I think that would be.
I think that's a safe bet.
And the fact that she's such a wild card character, like. That is what keeps Money in the Bank super interesting, is that you just never know what she's going to do.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be my favorite match of the whole entire day.
Probably, yeah.
But anyway, we talked about the women's match. Let's talk about the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. We have LA Knight, Penta, Puta more like, you, not him.
Oh.
Andrade, Solo Sikoa, Seth Rollins, and El Grande Americano. Is that your Grito?
Yeah.
Did I say it bad?
Let's just move.
Damn, I did. Damn it. Fuck. Anyway, you mentioned earlier we have the opportunity for a really funny or infuriating night, depending on how you see Chad Gable.
Imagine Chad Gable wins the championship in the AAA event.
The AAA Mega Championship.
And then mere hours later, his best friend, legendary lucha, hailing from the Gulf of America, El Grande Americano, wins the Money in the Bank, could he cash in on Chad Gable?
I don't know. It's a different promotion. Maybe different promotions championship. Maybe.
But they're all WWE.
Could he cash in on anyone in TNA?
Oh.
Have we considered that? Maybe they could cash in on TNA people.
Holy shit. That'd be crazy.
El Grande America cashes in. So
you're saying, let's just say in the unlikely event that Vikingo beats Chad Gable.
Unlikely.
That El Grande Americano could cash in on Vikingo. That would be, oh my God. I think that might piss people off even more.
Yeah, that would piss people off. And what would be really bold and brave is if Chad Gable wins and then El Grande Americano wins and then El Grande Americano cashes in on Chad Gable.
That's the first thing I said. That's the very first.
I wasn't. I guess I wasn't thinking. I just thought maybe it'd be funny if they both won. I think that's what I thought you were saying. But you're saying if he cashed in on.
Yeah.
We'd have to find body doubles. It'd be really difficult.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
they're not the same person.
Guys, we're doing this bit.
Yeah, I'd love to see the young upstart El Grande Americano win a Money in the Bank. I don't hate that he's in this match. I know people were upset. They're like, why isn't CM Punk in the match? Clearly, they have a storyline going with CM Punk and Seth Rollins and that whole faction. So I don't hate that he's in this match. I think it's funny. I think we're gonna see a lot of people ganging up on him.
Yeah.
So it's fine. I feel like there's always that one person in Money in the Bank that you're like for example, I think it was last year, right? Where Chelsea Green, we thought she was gonna win, and she got put but that was like a long shot. We thought she was gonna win. She took that ladder spot. I think that was last year.
Was that last year?
So truthfully, it's between LA. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibilities that El Grande Americano wins.
I'm looking at these names and I'm like, Seth Rollins, it's similar to Rhea Ripley. Like, he doesn't need this. He's Seth Rollins.
Right.
Maybe Penta.
I could see Penta winning. I could see Solo winning.
I don't know about Solo.
But so this will be easier to narrow it down. I don't think LA Knight's taking it. I don't think Seth Rollins is taking it. I don't think Andrade's taking it.
Yeah, I think I agree with those.
And I like Andrade. Honestly, a little surprised he's in the match. Happy he's there.
Me too.
A little surprised. So for me, it's between Solo, Penta, and El Grande Americano.
I think I agree with that as well. But I think, all jokes aside, Chad Gable is one of the most impressive, most technically sound wrestler in WWE.
And I think to double up on that, I think his character work, again, kayfabe aside, as Chad Gable and doubling his persona as El Grande Americano, who we purposefully don't hear talk much outside of the ring, because whenever they do, they dub his voice over.
Fuck, I forgot that they did that.
They dub his voice over.
Oh my God, I forgot that they did that.
I think it's so funny, and I think and again, all of that stuff would be one thing if it was like making, it's parodying. I don't think any of it's been incredibly, I personally haven't thought it was offensive, although I'm not of the culture, so I can't speak for anyone else. But all that to say, I do think he reminds me a lot of a Kurt Angle, who is, the similarities are super obvious, but like, he's very talented in ring, he's very talented on the mic, and he's just a hard worker. So like, yeah, I wouldn't be, it'd be insane if his first, I think it would be his first Money in the Bank win would be as this parody persona. But I wouldn't be mad at it personally.
Yeah, I don't think I would, because it's Chad Gable, and I think that he's more than earned it over the years. He's like one of those underappreciated, in my opinion, talents
Right.
at the WWE. So we'll see. But I think because Penta and El Grande Americano are in this match, I think they will make it fun. Listen, I like everyone in the match, but I don't know. It's just like it's a different tier when you have people like Penta and El Grande, Chad Gable. I don't know. They just like elevate anything that they're in,
Right.
and make it more exciting.
Chewy's speaking the voice of the people over here
Yes.
on TikTok. I'm going to need Penta and Chelsea Green to run it back in the near future.
I would Penta and Chelsea Green and Penta and Io Sky.
Here's what we're going to do.
Triple threat match.
We're going to put Penta in the Evolution pay-per-view in an Iron Man match. And he's going to be the first person in. And he's going to have to Chelsea Green, Io Sky. Let's throw in some other people. Rhea Ripley. Actually, that'd probably be also
I mean,
all of those would be really good matches.
Yeah, I agree. I've been saying for years, I want more. I don't want, what do they call them when they're tag team matches?
Mixed tag teams?
Mixed tags.
Yeah. Intergender matches.
I want intergender matches. And I don't get what is so insane about that. Like obviously they're doing it other places.
Oh, they do on the indies. Have you seen that clip of, what's his name? He was
the guy in the pogo stick?
No.
The guy making the pizza?
No.
The guy who's playing a dad?
No. What was his name? He was on a team. He was in the Hurt Business. It was Cedric Alexander. Alexander and Candice LeRae.
Yes.
Where he does that
yes
backbreaker thing and she
goes fucking,
goes fucking flying.
You have sponsors. Oh.
Yeah.
Grow up. It's just, it could be so fun.
Kairi Sane.
It could be so
Y'all, sorry, side note. How come no one talks about how Kairi Sane has one of the best entrance songs out there right now?
And how come no one I was talking about this with John. We have so much like goth, punk, not CM, but like the style.
Yeah.
We have so much repeat vibes. No one else is trying to be a pirate. No one else is trying. Trailblazer, she's a pirate.
She's a fucking pirate. Like, that's cool.
That's so cool. We love pirates in Tampa Bay. Maybe that's why I'm so into it. But our thing is pirates. We love them.
Yeah.
But it's like, I just appreciate that it's a fresh take. No one else is doing pirates these days.
Yeah. Like, she has the little...
What is it called?
Telescope.
Yes. That's right? Yeah.
The scope. I don't know.
It's a telescope. I feel
like it's called something different.
Hey guys, what's that called?
What do pirates use?
And they look. Remember in Pirates of the Caribbean, I think the second one, when that guy had it, and then Jack Sparrow came up and his was fucking huge. Do you remember that? a wiener joke in Pirates of the Caribbean 2 that I didn't get because I was 7.
Those are good movies. Well, the first two
were good.
I mean, there's only one great Pirates of the Caribbean.
There's only one great Pirates of the Caribbean. There are 2 good ones.
I like the second one. I think it's fun.
I like the second one.
But the first one, iconic.
Like, beyond.
Yeah.
Have you watched it recently? Go back and watch it. We watched it recently.
And it's still so good. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. Don't forget Kairi Sane. Yeah. I love that. Oh man, trouble's here. Trouble's brewing. So the one and only legend.
Oh, hi,
El
Soto.
hijo del Soto 619. Pricey Poo's here. What's up, bud?
Hi, everybody.
How's it going, my people? Well, we're just wrapping. Well, not wrapping. We're not completely done yet, but well, we're almost done, aren't we?
Almost done. We have this one and then one more.
Yeah. So we're just talking a little bit of Money in the Bank. We'll sort of recap our
Spyglass.
Spyglass. That's what it's called.
Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Is that not the one that's like this?
Because a telescope, I think, is like a bigger thing. Technically. Sorry, we got caught up talking about how Kairi Sane's a pirate and how much we like that, and then we got caught up in talking about Pirates of the Caribbean. And so the so then we were talking about the little telescope things that pirates use, and I was thinking that maybe they had a different name.
I'm seeing spyglass, telescope, I'm seeing both.
Tycon says we're riddled with ADHD. That's my fault, guys.
Yeah, that's not me.
That's me.
That's not me. I have my own other set of specific issues.
It makes it really fun for me as an educator when
No,
I'm teaching a bunch of kids
who also have
ADHD.
Yeah.
So the second they interrupt me,
you're gone.
I'm that's it. I'm like, well, now I don't know what the hell I was talking about. I had one kid call me out once that told me that I spaced out all the time.
Damn, that's fucking embarrassing.
And I was like, yeah, because you guys won't stop interrupting me. I forget what I talk about.
You lose your train of thought, and that's their fault, honestly. And Chewy, I believe it was you. It is called a spyglass. You're 100% right.
Yeah,
100%. And look at us learning.
Well, I sort of knew. I knew it was called something else.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I knew that much. Anyway, we'll recap what we think our predictions are here in just a moment. But
yeah, we'll go over everything again at the end.
Oh man, I'm. You know what? Just for the gambler in me, I'm gonna say the men's Money in the Bank match. I'm going El Grande Americano, unironically. Well, sort of ironically, but it's just because I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility, and for that reason alone, I'm going Americano.
I also agree that it's not impossible. No one's going to keep it realer than a child. 100%. They have no fucking
whether
filter.
the fuck I want them to or not.
Yeah, and you don't. I think I'm going to go Penta. Cero. Floop.
I would love it if Pinto won. Floop.
I'm going Floop.
You gotta stop bringing Floop into this.
Floop's gonna crash this. It's Floop Nation.
You guys, I haven't heard more about Floop in the last 10 years than I have in the last 10 weeks.
And whose fault is that?
It's yours. You keep bringing Floop into everything.
You forgot Floop. How could you? He did everything for you and you forgot about him. He stole your parents and he twisted their faces up. And you forgot?
Interesting.
Anyway.
Something to consider. Historically, it's typically been a heel and a face that win, and one from each brand.
Oh, we can't get into all that.
Interesting.
Oh, God, I can't do calculations and stuff.
So who did we say for the women's match? I said
Naomi.
We said Naomi. That's our SmackDown heel. So then
we need a raw face.
A raw face.
A raw face. Penta.
How many Raw people do we have on here?
Is Penta on Raw?
Penta's on Raw.
Oh my God.
It might be Penta.
I stand with my choice. I stand.
Whoa.
Are you bleeding?
No.
Oh, thank God.
My nose is just running a little bit.
He do be getting nosebleeds.
Not that often.
We went to Colorado and his nose bled every day.
Okay.
It was dry and high up there.
Dry and high.
His poor little body couldn't take it. We all had elevation sickness, though. I had bad headaches.
Some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community's experience. Settle down.
Someone reword what you were trying to say and try it again. Davy Jones. Sorry. No, we can't go back to Pirates of the Caribbean. Anyway,
You're not wrong, though.
I'm standing on Penta.
I'm gonna cautiously go El Grande Americano.
Okay, we'll see.
Unless it's a bad guy.
Oh.
And a good gal.
I don't want to change my pick.
I'm pretty confident that Naomi's winning.
I'm pretty confident.
I'm pretty confident in that.
And also, who's the face in the women's?
Rhea Ripley.
Alexa? Rhea Ripley? Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah, I guess.
What do you mean? Or Alexa Bliss, technically, right now.
Yeah, Stephanie Vaquer's neutral.
Neutral, chaotic.
Yeah, chaotic neutral, yeah. Anyway, let's talk about the final match of the night, which I hope actually is... I don't want this to be the main event.
This is going to be the main event.
We have Cody and Jay versus John and Logan. We have just men's names. Just some white guy names here. Do you guys see his shirt? He's showing you his shirt. He wants you to see his shirt. It's already been said. It will be the main event.
Well,
Something can change.
I've heard it said that.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard it said That people come into our lives. You know, I had to sing it because I couldn't remember the words.
Damn.
Speaking it.
I thought it was gonna be how does it? Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas.
Oh, no.
But it's not Christmas Music Day, guys. That's the 25th of every month.
Yeah, that's true. That is
true. A little peek behind the curtain of us and our relationship. Every 25th of every month is Christmas Music Day. Except for November and December, because every day is Christmas Music Day.
That's true.
We love Christmas, guys.
It makes sense because the men's Money in the Bank winner could potentially cash in or tease a cash in.
True.
That would be nuts.
I want to talk about that at the end.
Yeah.
Our predictions on when the cash-ins will happen. Jesus Lord.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I just dropped something.
Is Q outside?
Outside our house?
No. I'm either hearing a cat or I'm hearing children outside. Either way, it's pissing me off.
Do you want me to check?
No. Let's continue.
It's probably children in the pool.
Oh, it might be my chair.
Damn. He said it's my ass, actually.
Okay.
All right. So we have this tag team match. I don't like John Cena and Logan Paul together. Because it feels like, let me elevate this person on my way out. I hope that's not what it is. I hope this is John Cena setting up him turning on Logan Paul. I don't want this to be like, oh, as my last act of being here, I want to raise this person up and elevate their career. Because I don't want Logan Paul's career to be elevated here.
Yeah.
What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing two things. I'm like, Soto said, God. Wait, you're in the same place? What?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, wait, are we still in the... I feel like we're still in the bit now. We're back in the bit that I forgot about. Gotta acknowledge the future world champion, Logan Paul. Hey, listen, I did like... Again, this was a moment I was falling asleep on last night. I was just tired. It wasn't the show. But I watched that promo back. John Cena was like spitting last night. He was like...
John Cena usually is spitting.
Well, yes, but like... I feel like last night, I mean, he made lemonade out of the We Want Truth chants. Yeah. And that's the type of shit you like to see him thinking on his feet because he's so good at it.
Yeah.
Now I don't know. I don't know that hey Jose, thank you for liking the live. Heel Cena, excuse me. This is what Taekwon's saying, has been ass, but last night was better.
Interesting.
I kind of agree. I liked the first few promos that he'd done, like right after Elimination Chamber, like leading up to WrestleMania. But I could see why people were like kind of just sick of it. But I thought last night was also pretty good. So I don't know. I think the more he really, really leans into like the actively trying to like fuck shit up as opposed to just talking about it, I think is where we'll see more fun come out of that. I think this match will be, you can't handle the truth. Our truth. That was good.
That was good.
No, yeah.
Yeah. I know, because I know he can't be like, hey guys, I miss him too.
Yeah.
An anime dub villain with no direction for the most part. That's Taekwon describing heel Cena.
Doug, thank you for the follow over on TikTok.
Oh yeah, thank you. I've liked
it for the most part too. Cena. Yeah, like I liked what he's been doing, but again, I could also see why people would think it was more on the boring side.
Monologuing.
Yeah.
For monologuing up until this big moment where he won this big championship. Yeah. So I get that. That's probably why we're able to speed up a little bit. Like we're halfway through the year. We're halfway through his last year, so we gotta start actions.
And maybe it's just because I'm a fan of John Cena in general, just like in WWE, outside of WWE, like, and maybe that's why it doesn't bother me as much. But I could also see, like, I understand why people might just think it's boring. He's not really doing anything, just talking, you know?
Yeah, so and a lot of people have short attention spans.
I understand that. But yeah, this match, it's fine. Both championships, none of them are on the line. They're just in a tag team match. So that's kind of, whatever.
I think it will be a fun match because here's the thing, the gag. I don't think Logan Paul is bad.
A bad person?
A bad person, yes. Bad at this? No, especially for these bigger matches when he has more time to practice them.
Yeah.
He usually does pretty well.
Though I wouldn't be surprised if he accidentally... I looked at that, what was that, pulverizer that he did on Cody Rhodes?
He landed some stuff weird yesterday.
Landed that weird, but it was the frog splash. He, went full arm into, Cody's jaw. That shit looked like it hurt.
Yeah.
The Yeet Man.
What about him? Oh. People have complained about not having a world title match on the card. A cash-in might make sense. So,
here's the gag. If Seth Rollins wins. Let's say he tries to cash in. Do you think we'll have now, here's my thing. This happened last year when Drew McIntyre won. Mm-hmm. He tried to cash in that night, and CM Punk thwarted those efforts. Mm-hmm. Right? Was that last year? That was last year.
Girl, don't ask me, girl. I just remember that it happened.
I'm pretty sure that was last year.
Because we were saying because one of them cashed in immediately, the other one, which was Tiffany Stratton,
she held it for a long time.
Would need to hold it, which she did.
So Drew McIntyre cashed in immediately and had that ruined by CM Punk. So, do we think Seth Rollins would win, try to cash in on John Cena or Jey Uso, and be have Roman or CM Punk do it again, 2 years in a row? Do we think that would happen?
I would hope not.
Now, because here's why I think, I don't know. But I could see it happening Monday after Jay's match with Gunther.
That if you want to get someone when they're vulnerable.
Both of those dudes are going to go to war. I think they'll both be.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that brings me to what I wanted to talk about, which was, do you think we'll see any cash-ins tonight?
By the way, for that last match, I'm going Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso. I just think they're going to win.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah. Either way. If I have to pick one, I'm going to go Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso. Logan Paul probably eats the pin.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. But yeah, so when do you think that any cash-ins would happen? Like last year, I think I mentioned during that pay-per-view, if one of them cashes in early, the other one probably won't.
Right.
Do you think any of them are going to be held till next WrestleMania? It's always possible. I know that I'm asking kind of impossible questions, but... Oh, hi, One True Villain. Wow.
Whoa.
It's been a while.
Okay, so here's the thing. I feel like if you have an Evolution pay-per-view, pre-per-view, PLE,
do a cash-in moment.
What a crazy, the second one in history, what a crazy cash-in moment you could have there.
Yeah. And when is that? July?
Yes.
Okay. Not a very long wait.
Hang on, because we have a few coming up. Hang on, let's see. WWE. Oh.
I think that could be a cool moment. Because how many people can say that they cashed in at Evolution? Nobody. When was the last Evolution?
July 2025. 2018.
2018?
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Okay. When is Night of Champions?
Did you predict the matches? We did predict the matches already. But if you want to put your predictions in the chat.
Girl, Night of Champions isn't like a few weeks. Okay, so...
Like end of June?
Yeah. Okay, so Soto says, I get annoyed with the teased cash-ins because they can make the Money in the Bank holder look weak. June 28th. Okay.
Okay. I agree. I don't like the shtick. We did it with Tiffany. We did it with whoever was the men's Money in the Bank.
Austin Theory.
Yes. Where all those like thwarted attempts or like almost, I don't like that either.
Yeah.
Don't piss me off. Oh, this is not a prediction. It's a spoiler. All right. One True Villain, go ahead.
I have all my PLEs off from work.
Aw.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. My dream is to be the green shirt guy. No, my dream is to one day.
What?
That'd be fucking wild.
Oh.
Actually, you know what? Hell yeah.
You know what? Hell yeah.
My dream is to be like Jack Nicholson. You know how whenever he's filming a movie, he has to be able to go to every Laker game.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Like every contract I ever sign, I'm like, I need Mondays off, I need Fridays off, and whenever there's a PLE, I gotta have that day off too.
It's like, sorry, I have other plans to attend.
That's right. I remember one time I was doing an outdoor show, like a theater in the park kind of thing, and we got rained out, and it was on night 1 of WrestleMania, and
you sped home.
I took my happy ass home and got to watch some WrestleMania. The second night of that weekend, or whatever, of WrestleMania weekend, we did not get rained out, but the show ended just in time. I sped home, it was WrestleMania 38, caught the main event for that.
One. Yeah.
Was just in time for that. So it happens. Yeah.
Very cool timing.
But yeah, so I think we could see a cash in at Evolution.
I think that would be really special.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool because not a lot of people can say that they did that.
Penta would cash in.
Penta would cash in. Oh my God. Yeah.
The main event is going to be the tag match, Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso versus John Cena and Logan Paul. I predict the Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso will win. That's what I think.
And One True Villain thinks that Solo Sikoa is going to win
the men's Money in the Bank.
Interesting. No one said that. No one has said that so far.
For the men's, it really, I don't know. It depends on who wins. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that's again, one of the good things about Money in the Bank. It's a story starter and there's so many opportunities come out of it. Not just who wins, but who they cash in on, when they cash in. Is it at a PLE? Is it at a random Raw? Like, there's so many areas of opportunities. Oh my God, stop staring at me. He was fucking... Did you guys see that? Unblinking stare at me. Oh, Christ. But I think Evolution would be really, really cool for the women's Money in the Bank winner to cash in on someone there.
Could we see a cash in on a mid-card title?
We could.
I guess we could.
Will we? I don't know.
I'm trying to think. Who's the IC champion right now? The men's IC champion.
Taekwon hates the concept of mid-card cash.
Why can't I think of who the men's IC champion is?
I can't think of it either.
Someone help me.
Is it Dom?
I'm sorry, my tribal chief, Dominic Mysterio.
Have we seen Dominic since he won that?
We've seen him like
backstage, girl.
Backstage.
I fucking forgot, girl.
My tribal chief, Dominic. I'm sorry.
So sorry. We are going to watch Worlds Collide in an hour and a half.
Yeah.
On YouTube. Remember, it's on YouTube this time around.
We could. I don't think we're gonna. I think the last time we really not even successfully tried that was when Austin Theory was Mr. Money in the Bank.
Talking about cashing in on a mid-card title.
And and even that he didn't succeed, and that's because Roman had both titles. So like he tried to cash in on Roman, that wasn't working. So he tried to cash in on the US title, which they were like, "Hey guys, this one's just as good. We promise." And they tried. They really did try their hardest at that point, but nah, I don't think so.
I don't
maybe,
see it yet.
But I don't think so.
Maybe in the future when we're at a state where those mid-card titles hold a little bit more weight, if we ever get to that future. But I just can't see it happening now.
Yeah.
Do you think there will ever be not ever. Sorry. I got lost in what I was trying to say. Do you think today at Money in the Bank we will see any surprise returns? We have mentioned or not even just returns, but just like people worming their way into places they shouldn't be. We mentioned Bailey possibly coming in to mess with that women's intercontinental match. Is there anyone else? Do you think Drew McIntyre is going to come and fuck shit up?
No, I don't think Drew McIntyre is going to be there. I think CM Punk might show up. I think we might get a Roman Reigns return. Maybe.
Do you think The Rock will be there?
Huh?
Do you think The Rock will be there?
Now, this is what's interesting. Okay, but so
Travis
I think if we're going to see Roman, it won't be till SummerSlam. I don't think we're going to see him. I don't think we'll see him much before then. Now, The Rock is... Now, Money in the Bank is in L.A.
It's true.
So, do I think he'll show up? Maybe. If he shows up, it'll be after John Cena and Logan Paul win.
Yeah. And he kissed John Cena on the mouth.
Could someone lose their money in the briefcase like Otis did?
What happened with that? I don't remember that.
I don't know.
That was the pandemic.
Yeah. Do a watch along. We've tried. Well, maybe we'll see. I no promises.
Yeah, no promises.
Watch alongs are also a lot of work.
Yeah.
Here's why I hate mid-card title cash-ins. You fought the best of the best to be a goddamn mid-card champion. Fuck The Rock. I did it for
That was Taekwon.
Oh, hang on, Taekwon. Do I have to? He might not let me.
He shows up just to cause confusion that leads to nothing. That leads to nothing right now. It did lead to John Cena becoming a heel.
That's true.
That's a little something. Otis lost it in a court case to The Miz. What the fuck did I miss? What the hell?
Cinema.
That sounds hilarious. I don't think anyone's losing unless El Grande Americano wins and someone says, "Hey, that's not fair."
Hey, Soto, I thought of you. I saw on AEW socials that what's his name? Zach Gowen had a match recently.
Zach Gowen?
The gentleman with the one leg.
Oh.
And I was like, he's still wrestling? That's cool, I guess. I didn't know he was still there. Yeah, the pandemic era was a time to be. So we actually started watching during the middle of the Thunderdome era.
Yeah, it was 2021 when we started watching. But yeah, I missed the Otis court case, apparently.
Even The Rock announcing WrestleMania 42 in New Orleans was a flop. Everything he touches turns brown.
I don't even know. And here's the thing. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. Because, like, what... We talked about that before. I can't remember what we were talking about, but what's the point of making such a big announcement if it wasn't set in stone?
Yeah. Now,
Money,
I don't know.
Greed.
I don't know how much of a... And again, I'm gonna set my fanboy aside.
Take the shirt off.
Take the shirt off. I know he's on the board, so perhaps he has more say in that sort of thing. But also, he's The Rock and has his fingers in a lot of different pies. You know, I don't know how much of that decision to make that announcement was his, aside from him being the one to make the announcement.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. See, I hesitate to talk a lot about like the businessy stuff because I know fucking nothing about it. So, but yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on over there right now in the TKO offices.
Yeah, and yeah, it's just a mess.
And we'll touch a little bit on like the R-Truth stuff in our next episode of Ringside.
Yeah.
We want to, as much as we can. We won't go into the nitty gritty details because we don't have the nitty gritty details.
Yeah.
But yeah. Thanks, Chewy. We're wrapping up here in just a minute anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you for hanging out with us.
Yeah, bye, Chewy. Thank you.
Does Kendra watch AEW? No, we don't. Neither of us really like watch it. I keep up with some stuff on social media, but that's about the extent of it. Whoa, can't read that one, Taekwon.
Yeah, be careful over there, Taekwon.
So anyway, but
Pucella's whole fucking head is.
I know he's very cute.
Is in it.
Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe he could. He might. I could see it being possible because they're in LA.
Yeah, if not him, maybe Travis Scott. If not them, then no.
If Travis Scott shows up, I don't know what I'm gonna scream.
What if Travis Scott comes up and he does like a flawless like double backflip off of the top rope. And
What
then
if
you have to eat crow.
Travis Scott is Money in the Bank, cashes in on Jey Uso,
What if
loses to Gunther the next night.
Penta wins the men's Money in the Bank match and he opens up the briefcase and the inside is Travis Scott?
Oh my God.
Guys, we haven't even...
So we've been saying, what if Chad Gable wins the AAA Mega Championship and El Grande wins the Money in the Bank and cashes in on Chad Gable?
That would be, yeah.
That's what I think might happen.
Hold on.
Bustillo, get the hell out of there.
I think he's trying to do something here. Let's give him his moment and his space. Okay. He got scared. No, he's going to step on the keyboard.
Jesus Christ.
He's going to step on the keyboard and end the stream. Sorry, guys. Oh my God. Get down. He's so annoying. Get down. Anyway.
My God.
That was a lot. What if someone cashes in on Trick for the TNA Championship? I said that. Well, I didn't say that specifically because I forgot that he won it. But yeah, what if someone cashes in on someone in TNA? We have worlds are truly colliding. We have so many opportunities.
Worlds
here.
are truly colliding. Anyway, those are our predictions for Money in the Bank. So again, let's just recap real quick. For the Women's Intercontinental Championship, I have Becky Lynch.
I have Lyra just to be contrarian.
For the Women's 2025 Money in the Bank ladder match, I have Naomi.
I also have Naomi.
For the Men's 2025 Money in the Bank ladder match, cautiously optimistic, I'm going El Grande Americano.
And I'm going Penta.
And for the tag team match main event, I'm going Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso, unless The Rock shows up.
I'm going John Cena and Logan Paul, but I don't care who wins.
Yeah, it's a match. It'll be fine.
Because it'll be a match. Yeah, it'll be fine.
It'll be a match that exists.
Yeah.
I'm going Cena and Logan Paul.
Okay.
All right.
And you also have Naomi, and you have Becky. Okay. We have some common ground here. It will be amazing. You didn't predict Worlds Collide. Only because we don't know a lot that's happening in AAA, and by that we mean anything. We've never watched anything AAA before. I haven't heard of most of these people before, so it wouldn't feel right to predict stuff. I think the only one we said a prediction for was the Ethan Page match for the NXT North American title.
And Lola and Stephanie will probably win.
And Lola and Stephanie will probably win. And we think, Ethan Page will retain.
Yeah, you're a casual guy. Soto says, as long as we... Here's the thing. If we get a good show, we win.
Yeah. And I'm not mad.
Unless
some stupid bullshit happens.
Right.
But
even then, like, I like to talk about the things we do like about the shows. Listen, I've been relatively quiet on TikTok regarding a lot of wrestling stuff just because it's all so depressing and everyone's
disappointed.
Understandably frustrated. And, like, but now it's getting to the point where everyone's just rage baiting and starting rumors about fucking everything. And I'm just like, you guys... Let's have a little fun. Let's get back to basics just a little bit.
Let's think about that today. We have hours of new wrestling content coming. We have 2 events back to back. That's so cool.
Think about how many Latinos, but people of color are being featured on both of these.
And
these
women. We have
women.
Half of the Money in the Bank matches are women's matches, and that very rarely happens. So all things to celebrate today.
And make no mistake, we're gonna go watch the AAA event here in just a moment, in about an hour and a half. So we started the stream talking about going over the card. We didn't make predictions because we were not familiar enough. But yeah, no, we're definitely watching. Super excited about it too.
Yeah.
And I think it's just gonna put us in high spirits to get into Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
So.
And I hope we see more of the AAA stuff going forward. I assume we will be, but most of my favorite people to watch are people who are luchadors, like in WWE, or people who have gone and wrestled in that circuit.
Right.
Like Chelsea Green, Io Sky, all those.
Ricochet.
Chad Gable. So Ricochet.
Did you see Ricochet. That someone, who was it? I saw they took a cleaning spray. They had him in a headlock, and they started polishing off his bald head, his chrome dome.
Well, maybe it needed a shine. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us for our extra long episode. Ignore him. Extra long episode of pre-preview this time around. We had so much to talk about.
I know.
But it was a lot of fun. I hope you guys watch Worlds Collide at 3 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And Money in the Bank at 7 p.m. Eastern on Peacock.
Yeah. Or Netflix, depending on where you're
from.
Or
Netflix, depending on where you are.
Yeah, if you're not already, please follow us, wherever you're watching the stream at, so that'd be Twitch or TikTok. If you missed it live, you can always watch it on our YouTube channel, so make sure you subscribe to that to catch all of our past streams, as well as our podcast, Ringside with John and Kendra, dropping new episode here in the next few days, so make sure you're following us wherever you check out your podcast. And, make sure you're following us on socials. That way you can stay caught up to date with whatever we've got going on, whether it be podcast, live streams, or just general news. I make a lot of TikToks, so if you want to see me do some weird, funny shit, I think it's funny anyway.
It is funny for the most part. No, it is. We also recently did a live stream version of our podcast where we talked to you guys while we had no script, no plan. We just talked.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. That's uploaded on our YouTube channel if you missed it. Make sure you're following for the next one of those. Those are just kind of cropping up when we have time. And contrary to what One True Villain said in the Twitch chat, we do stream before every PLE. So we will be back before what's
Night
the
of
next
Champions.
one? Night of Champions and then
weeks.
Evolution. Yeah. So we'll be back. It's not an annual stream. We are here.
Too many TikToks.
Frequently.
Sorry.
Oh damn. Okay. Judgment from the Peanut Gallery. Tom Pelt. Okay. And we will talk about in our next episode of Ringside, Tom Felton returning to play Draco Malfoy.
Yeah, you'll hear us definitely talk about that.
We will talk about that.
But I'll give you a small hint. I think it's fun. I think it's cool. But we'll see. We'll go over what other people are feeling too.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're gonna go take a little break and then get ready to watch some wrestling.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna need another something caffeinated.
That's why I never stopped.
Okay. All right. See you guys later.
All right, peace out, you guys.
Bye.